Now that Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is out in theaters, a lot of fans around the world are very curious about the future of the Star Wars franchise and exactly where things are going by Disney and Lucasfilm, not just with the movies, but also with Disney Plus and a lot more. This is Mike Zero. Make sure to subscribe if you're new to the channel for future Star Wars content. Now, one thing about Star Wars is that there is no denying it that The Last Jedi really created a divide between Star Wars fans because of how the character of Luke Skywalker was portrayed by writer and director Rian Johnson, and how he used Mark Hamill as an actor in a way to act the character of Luke Skywalker in a specific way for Episode 8 that did not agree with a lot of fans out there. I know it didn't, agree with me at all. I didn't really like the character of Luke in Episode 8. We can see how in The Rise of Skywalker by J.J. Abrams, even though it was very brief, that J.J. tried to make some adjustments to the character of Luke more in a proper way of how he should have been in The Last Jedi. But with that being said, everything moving forward, Lucasfilm has a big plan in place for the future of the Star Wars franchise and even for the character of Luke Skywalker and the Skywalkers. We're talking about the entire bloodline itself. But talking about Luke, one of the big plans by Lucasfilm is that they do have a plan in place in order to save the character and to fix the character of Luke Skywalker, a character that has been with us ever since 1977's Star Wars A New Hope by George Lucas. Now, on top of all of this, it's explained that both Disney and Lucasfilm are currently expanding the Star Wars franchise into something new and original for fans, not just for movies, but also for Disney Plus, and that Lucasfilm realizes that they have made some mistakes with the portrayal of beloved character Luke Skywalker in Star Wars The Last Jedi. It's explained that one of the big plans Disney and Lucasfilm has is to retell the character of Luke Skywalker and to show a side of his life that fans have not seen before, and that this is their attempt to save the character of Luke after the fan backlash with The Last Jedi by director Rian Johnson. It's said that Disney and Lucasfilm are currently developing a plan to save Luke Skywalker portrayed by actor Mark Hamill, and that they are in the talks of developing a young Luke Skywalker TV series for Disney Plus, and that they are developing a plan to incorporate multiple Skywalker saga characters to make a cameo appearance in Star Wars The Mandalorian Season 2. Now, it's said that Lucasfilm has two plans as of right now for The Mandalorian Season 2 to further develop their new Star Wars universe. They are in the talks with actor Mark Hamill to portray a cameo of Jedi Master Luke Skywalker in one of the episodes for The Mandalorian Season 2 to give fans a glimpse of Luke's life after the events of Return of the Jedi, and how this could be used as a low-key way to tease the young Luke Skywalker TV series that would be a post-Return of the Jedi story. Now, additionally, it's said that they also have plans that are actually in place, and that they are in talks with Ewan McGregor to make a cameo appearance as Obi-Wan Kenobi in Season 2 of The Mandalorian in the form of a flashback to the Mandalorian's childhood and his life that would actually tease the Kenobi TV series. This is a part of Disney and Lucasfilm's plan to actually model the Star Wars universe after the MCU, where little teases will be made of future projects that will tell new tales of fan-favorite characters, and that Disney wants to fix the character of Luke Skywalker. Given the technology Disney used for The Rise of Skywalker of including a young Luke training his sister Leia, they are said to want to do this more so with the idea of The Mandalorian Season 2 having a cameo or a tease of a young Luke Skywalker TV series sometime in the 2020s. This is also said to have been an idea by Disney CEO Bob Iger after realizing that the Skywalkers are the heart of Star Wars and what sells the franchise. It's unclear, however, if Mark Hamill will return for the young Luke Skywalker TV series that is currently in the works, or if they will cast somebody else like Sebastian Stan for the role. Now, Jon Favreau is said to be the one who was actually the one wanted to do this for a very long time in The Mandalorian, and even proposed the idea a while ago. However, at the time it was disregarded, but that actually idea was picked up by Bob Iger, who gave the idea from Lucasfilm an okay to establish that this is their way to fixing Luke Skywalker. The Jedi Master that fans know and love and have seen ever since 1977 wanted to see for such a long time, to show an untold era of Star Wars and of Luke's life. The Rise of Skywalker was the first step, and now Disney Plus is said to be the final step to fixing the character of Luke Skywalker for the hardcore and casual fans around the world. So let's go over a couple of parts about this and as to why I think that this is a good decision by Disney and Lucasfilm and what they're really trying to do to really fix the character of Skywalker. Now, Obviously, if you guys have seen my spoilers review of The Last Jedi, my honest thoughts about The Last Jedi, I have a lot of problems with how Luke was used in that movie, and I've expressed that, from point A to point B about the movie. With that being said, this seems like a pretty good attempt at fixing and piecing the, together the character of Luke to really make him, a more proper version of the character, to show us that side of Skywalker that we have never seen before on the big screen. That is, of course, his journey to becoming a Jedi Master and to developing a new Jedi Temple or a new Jedi Order or Academy, whatever have you, right? So, the thing here is this. Disney and Lucasfilm obviously wanted to do something like that in The Rise of Skywalker. A lot of those scenes were deleted. A lot of flashback scenes were done. A lot of Force Ghost scenes were done for the movie that were deleted to save the running time, or to lower the running time, I should say, for Episode 9. Obviously here with The Mandalorian Season 2, which by the way will debut in fall of 2020, we're going to be getting this thing in November of next year on Disney Plus, where it's going to be, a very more interesting season because it's going to have numerous Skywalker Saga characters that will make a cameo appearance. Number 1, Luke Skywalker. Number 2, Obi-Wan Kenobi, and others as well, to actually make their way into The Mandalorian Season 2. This is going to be their way of teasing future Star Wars projects to come in the forms of live-action TV series on Disney+. Obviously, Ewan McGregor as Obi-Wan appearing in the form of a flashback for The Mandalorian Season 2 is excellent. It's a great way to tease the Obi-Wan Kenobi TV series that's going to launch in 2021. Now, in case you guys did not know, the Kenobi series will begin filming in July of 2020, and they want to actually unveil this thing in November of 2021. So, you can see what they're trying to do with the young Luke Skywalker TV series as a way to fix or save the character of Luke Skywalker, is that the cameo appearance that they actually have planned for Season 2 of The Mandalorian is a way to tease of what's to come in the future. Now, Mark Hamill is in talks with Lucasfilm, apparently in order to, reprise his role as Luke once more by use of de-aging technology, similar to what they did with The Rise of Skywalker by also mixing it with archived footage from The Empire Strikes Back. And the fact that they're trying to do a lot of that with The Mandalorian, and how they're trying to really make it connect more so to the Force and the Skywalker saga and just the Skywalkers, right? I think is a really good attempt by Disney and Lucasfilm, and it's really going to make The Mandalorian, I believe, a lot more interesting as a series, especially to fans who have actually, may have not been too impressed with, Season 1. There are fans out there that were not all that impressed with Season 1 of The Mandalorian. This would be a great attempt to reel in other fans for Season 2. I myself, I love Season 1. I find no problems with it. I think that it's a very good series. It just needs to be a little bit longer. I feel that 8 episodes was just a little too short. They should have pushed 10, maybe even 12 at that, because it would have actually brought us into the new year. But that's their way of making, more seasons faster, is that each season will have a short number of episodes. So, everything related to their attempt of fixing Luke, what do I make about all of this? Well, we wouldn't be here to begin with if, The Last Jedi didn't treat Luke as is. That's a given. But I do gotta give them credit for at least trying, right? It seems like that they really do seem to care about the fans to a certain extent, to the point where they at least want to do something with Luke. Whether or not this is an act of desperation, which it could be, or if it's a genuine thing for the fans, is a big mystery still. But still, at the end of the day, if they really did not care at all, they wouldn't be doing anything with Luke in any way, shape, or form. Like, in The Rise of Skywalker, they didn't need to give us a de-aged Mark Hamill as Luke. They didn't have to do that, but they did. That was J.J. Abrams' little attempt at kind of fixing Luke Skywalker just a little bit to show us that different side of Luke in a post-Return of the Jedi, scene. That to me was pretty cool. So, The Mandalorian Season 2, like I say, I'm so pumped for it, very excited. A lot of fans are as well. I'm sure a lot of you guys out there will agree. But what do you make about all of this? Is this a good attempt by Disney to fix Luke? Is this an actual proper way to do it? Let me know what you think about that. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
soon we hear them once again.